Good evening. I'm Phil Herron, editor of the Daily Times and DelcoTimes.com. Welcome back to another edition of our live stream internet broadcast. We call this little show Live from the Newsroom. That's where we take the people who are making headlines and the issues that are in the news here in Delaware County. We'd like to bring these people into our newsroom in beautiful downtown Primos, and we talk about the issues of the day. We are once again this month out on the road again. We're at our home away from home. We are in fact in beautiful Freedom Hall here on the campus of Widener University in Chester, Pennsylvania. And our thanks as always to the folks at Widener. We are really enjoying our relationship here. We come down to the campus once a month to do our live show. Our thanks, as always, to the PR maven here at Widener, Dan Hansen. We're utilizing the beautiful new Widener TV studio here in Freedom Hall on the Widener campus. And our thanks to Professor Tim Stepanski and his students who actually get the opportunity to run some of the equipment and do some of the behind-the-scenes work. Tonight, we're going to talk about an issue that affects every family in Delaware County, and a very, very special organization that helps students and their families in the process of going about one of really the great traditions in this nation, and that is young people and college. It is talking about how they managed to take on that path and that mission, and how they are helping young people in Delaware County here obtain that goal. We're going to talk specifically about an organization called the College Access Center of Delaware County. It's an initiative that's been put together by the Chester Higher Education Council, which is a consortium of the presidents of several schools here in the county. Obviously, Widener, our hosts tonight, Swarthmore, Delaware County Community College, Cheney, Newman, and Penn State Brandywine. The idea behind this was to put all of this brain power together and work together to advance community service and education-related initiatives in the city of Chester. Speaking of which, the College Access Center of Delaware County actually was making a little news of their own today. They picked up a $25,000 grant from TD Bank, which is going to go towards the charitable foundation for their senior academy. We have several people connected with the College Access Center of Delaware County here with us tonight. Let me introduce our panel. To my immediate left, Julani Ghana is with us tonight. He is the director of the College Access Center of Delaware County. And then very, very special guests to my left, sitting on the sofa, are three young people who are involved in this program. Are going to talk a little bit about what it means to them. From my left is Tamira Sherrod and Rickwan Dunn. They are both students at the Drexel Newman Virtual Academy here in Chester. I actually had a chance to visit the academy last week, and I had a chance to talk to some of the students there. And then all the way out on the far left on the sofa is Jamie McDowell, who attends the STEM Academy here in Chester. A reminder to our viewers, we're an interactive show. You can go to DelcoTimes.com, log on, take part in a live chat. Also, very important, the fact that we are live for this half hour, but also the video of the show is archived on the site, DelcoTimes.com. So if you missed it and you want to get a chance to see it, you can always go back and view it. Jelani, let's talk a little bit about this mission, if you could, providing educational support services to students across Delaware County. What's that really mean?
Well, Phil, I think you hit the nail on the head. You know, pulling together the resources of these 6 institutions right in our backyard of Delaware County, and recognizing the changing dynamics of careers, and preparing a very strong and vibrant college-going class. And so we needed to be innovative and provide some services to a variety of families here in the county, and the College Access Center is the only College Access Center here in the county for our students and our families.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the logistics itself. The College Access Center is located here at Widener. If people want to access this service, how do they go about doing that?
Sure. We operate, our hours generally are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until about 6 p.m. except on Fridays, which is 5 p.m. And we've served over 4,000 students in the 6 years that we've been here. We operate primarily as a drop-in center during the traditional hours of the day, Phil, so we're going to have a lot of cyber students,
right,
or even adult students looking for college or looking for work. But where it's really showtime for us is the after-school hours. When the Delaware County high school students get off, that's when we really provide our programming for our students.
All right, you talked about the program's been in existence for 6 years. How long have you been with the program?
Well, I'm a Delaware County guy myself, but I've been here with the center for about 4.5 years. So we've been working together for a number of years.
Talk about some of the growth in the program in terms of some of the numbers. How did you start out, and now you're talking about dealing with 4,000 students a year?
Absolutely. Well, we started off small, trying to pull together the resources of these 6 institutions, their professors, their students. And so we were, modestly looking at about a couple hundred students kind of trickling in the first year or two of operations. But once we got our programs underway and the word started getting out, because people like myself and my staff, we do visit many of the high schools here in Delaware County. So we get out to speak to the guidance counselors. We do a lot of online stuff with our Facebook page and things like that. And so now we're talking about serving, upwards now of more than 700 students every year that come to the center.
Is there a profile or someone that you think would fit the mold of a student that you think that the College Access Center really targets?
Yeah, I think so. I'm always reminded that not every student has a great relationship with their guidance counselor for whatever reason.
That would have been me.
Their work in their sports. We have an expansion of cyber and charter school participants here, and so. Sometimes during the course of the day with testing and all kinds of block scheduling, you never get a chance to go down to the guidance counselor's office like when we grew up. And so having an after-school resource in a prime location like Widener University, which is very accessible by public transportation, or you have free parking, it's a key element for us to be successful.
All right, we're going to get a chance now to talk to some of the young people who are actually involved in the program with the College Access Center. And since I have 2 of my friends from Drexel Newman Academy here, I'm going to start with them. Tamira, if you could, you're headed to the University of Scranton. You want to take up health administration. How'd you get involved with the College Access Center?
From my school, Drexel Newman Academy, it's been advertised all over the place, and I thought, why not give it a shot and see, because I know that the whole process of college applications and everything would be such a struggle for me.
With Juan, same story for you?
Yeah, basically I heard about it through my teacher. We took a tour over there like about 2-3 years ago, and we went over there just to see what they had to offer and all that. And then after school one day we just went over there, and then we really enjoyed it, so we just kept on coming back.
Jamie, you're at the STEM Academy here in Chester. How'd it go about there?
We have guidance counselors, Ms. Simic and Ms. Esker, and they talked about it and advertised it, and I came over. And I enjoyed coming here from the Senior Academy and Roadmap to College program.
Jelani, one of the things that obviously isn't going to come as a huge surprise to many people is that, we are really looking today at a massive expense in terms of college education. So obviously, one of the, of the many roadblocks you're looking at in terms of the possibilities when young people are starting to consider college is this whole idea of even considering the idea of how to pay for all this. But that's an integral part of the program as well.
Absolutely. You think about financing a car, you think about financing a home, but who would think about financing college? But that's the terminology that they use today, which is far different than many of people like myself that, went to school, 25, 30 years ago.
Right.
And so helping families, find scholarship opportunities for their young people and helping them begin to save or to put money away, or also to find some really good bargains. I mean, this is why the consortium of institutions that are part of the Chester Higher Education Council is so crucial. I mean, we talk about having Delaware County Community College, one of the top community colleges in the region right here, but you also have the Penn State brand. For those that want to kind of stay in state but take advantage of the state university, you have Cheney University. And then we have obviously some real elite students that may look at a private education like Swarthmore, Newman, or Widener. So, but college is expensive. We know it's going to take some really getting in the trenches with the parents, and we do that at the center.
Right.